Hi friend, welcome back or welcome to my channel if you're here for the first time. Part of creating a beautiful life from the inside out is learning how to move past discouragements and disappointments, and that is what we're talking about today. They have slightly different emotions behind them, but they are very commonly occurring in the same situations. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already for more videos like this. Follow me on Instagram and Snapchat for beauty and fashion content, and please stay tuned through the end of this video for a new fan shoutout and an announcement. Also, every time you see this today, I would like for you to write down one reason why you would like to get stronger and breeze through any discouragement and disappointments. You could also write each time how you think your life could change as a result. Basically, by the end of this, you will create your motivation list, and as you move along through life, following through with these tips, that list will help keep you on track and motivated and remind you why you're doing what you're doing. So get ready, let this video play through the end because trust me, you don't want to miss anything, and let's get started. Part of being human means getting discouraged, facing setbacks at some point or another. But there are formulas to success, and the people willing to learn those approaches and put them into practice will be successful. They will know how to overcome setbacks for the most part and really minimize the amount of times their lives will be affected by discouragement or disappointments. Now, disappointments generally occur when our expectations are bigger than our reality. This is a whole conversation for another day. But for right now, I encourage you to ask yourself in that moment when you feel discouraged by something or someone, ask yourself, was it realistic of me to want X to happen or to expect Z? Little rational adjustments like this can help lessen the feeling of disappointment. Now, one of the main reasons for discouragement, believe it or not, is not having a clear vision. It's shocking how many of us out there go through life influenced by other people's lives and opinions. The lack of direction that is our own, that's what we really want. That leads to stress, anxiety, confusion of all sorts, self-confidence issues, and of course, discouragement and disappointments. When you feel that, try this. Try asking yourself, is what you wanted something you really wanted? Something that was at the core of your soul? Or did you want it for other reasons, like reasons influenced by other people, things you think would be good, or a competition with somebody else, etc.? Take a stab at it and just ask yourself that question. Doing this exercise may help you get more in tune with your inner wants, or if you already have a clear vision and you know what you want, I recommend moving on to the second part of this exercise, which I'll share right now. So the next idea that can help today is an exercise that is goal-focused, because that is one of the best ways to stimulate our inner success mechanisms. If you don't have clear goals, you will need to establish those first before moving on to this. But if you already know precisely what you want, and what you want is what you believe is the right thing for you, then you can go straight into this. So take a blank piece of paper, or you can do this on a whiteboard, and in the middle of it, write your biggest goal. From that point on, start writing the big steps you need to take to get to your goal. Use an arrow from your goal to each one of the big steps, and then take those steps and break them down into action plans. Basically what you need to do for that step to happen, and of course that step will take you closer to your goal. This exercise is perfect to distract you from any thoughts of being discouraged or feeling disappointed and move those thoughts into a more proactive direction. Talking about thoughts, this next point is crucial. It's arguably one of the most important skills you can master in life, and that is to communicate with yourself in a positive manner. Unhealthy inner monologue is the first step into the downward spiral, and as long as we do it, we will never really move forward. Though you realize it or not, you are always communicating with yourself. You're always asking and answering questions. Now, when we're going through discouragement or disappointment, that communication will typically be negative by nature. Having the ability to answer positively even to the most negative questions is what will help you succeed in life and overcome any setbacks. That means not allowing yourself to call yourself names, telling yourself you're not good enough, a failure, stupid, etc. No matter what you may believe or think that is true, you can only alter that thought process and the reality of your life by first not allowing those words to be said. Period. The moment you realize that you've called yourself that, be it out loud or subconsciously, you need to tell yourself, hell no. And start following any of the tips from today, which will shift your thinking and move you away from that damn propeller that was about to chop you off. Fresh air and sunshine have an amazing effect on the way we feel. Sometimes when you're down, simply going outside and taking deep breaths will generate positive emotions. Go for a walk, hike, a bike ride, sit outside, let the sunshine touch your skin, which of course has SPF of at least 30 on it, and read a book or the news, whatever, just do it outside. And ideally, squeeze in a workout. Just 25 minutes of exercise will elevate the mood and put you back on track. Tip number 6 is to change the needs you have to be happy. I used to live my life up until a few years ago always thinking things like, once I'll achieve this, I'll be happy. Once I'll have that, I'll be happy. But because I was so narrow-minded, I would constantly be disappointed. I'm making light of it now, by the way, but I was in a really bad emotional spot for years, and that's just a very sad way to live life. So look at the big picture of your life and look for what kind of events need to happen for you to feel successful and feel happy. Are those things realistic? Are they within your control? I think in life it's best to do 2 things. One, and I may get some heat for saying this and I can expand in a future video, but one, lower your expectations a little bit. Don't hate me for saying it, but nobody owes us anything and there's no reason to feel entitled for anything. And 2, make your goals and your daily to-dos realistic. Our goals need to serve our greater good, not discourage us. So live by the needs that are within your control. Here are some of mine. I'm happy when I learn new things every week. Doesn't really take a whole lot more than that. I feel accomplished when I give my best every single moment and achieve at least 80% of my daily tasks. Your life will change when you do that, and you know what? Keep track of your progress. I'll talk more about this in the email that I'm writing for you this week, but I would like for you to keep track of when you changed the conversation you were having with yourself, when you simplified your needs for happiness, when you did a workout to feel better or walked outside. Whenever you do anything talked about in here today, please write it down, write down the date and a very brief description of what happened. This next tip is also huge when it comes to moving past discouragement and disappointment, and that is to not allow your ego to get in the way of your development. My ego constantly gets in the way, like the little bitch that it is. So trust me, I know that is easier said than done. It takes constant work to keep that rotten voice under control. But here's what, ego is the enemy of advancement. And it's actually often the cause behind feelings of disappointment and discouragement. Refuse to let pride control your life. And can I tell you a quick story? Oh, I can't believe I'm actually about to share this. I have no boundaries when it comes to you all. So I work really hard for this channel, right? And it's really hard to grow organically on YouTube. There are like over 400 hours of content getting uploaded every minute. That is not an exaggeration. Well, there's this girl that just exploded on Instagram because she got so lucky and republished over and over again by really big accounts on Insta. So because her Instagram practically blew up overnight, when she does make a YouTube video and she advertises that on Instagram, her subscriber count explodes and everybody shares her content. Now, I'm not gonna lie, that ate at me a little. It did. Literally every single time I'd see it, questions that started with why and thoughts that ended with were going through my head. Here, I've been working 6 days a week to grow this channel for a year and a half, and there she is, just about there in 3 months. I spent so much time dwelling about it and with those feelings that would eat at me, and when I realized that she's growing faster and I'm only slowing down, that's when I realized that it was my ego that was starting to take me down the wrong path. This competition I had created in my mind, as stupid as it was real to me, but it was also consuming me. So I liberated myself from that unhappiness. I said, F this. I literally went outside, took 20 minutes, sat down on my patio, took some deep breaths, thought about what my goals really are and why. I changed the conversation I had with myself using some positive affirmations. I'll actually share some with you at the end of this video today, and I'll have more in the email this week. And then I started doing the blank paper exercise that I just shared with you. We are built to be able to control our ego, and we need to if we want to succeed, because this is the only way your true self, your magnificent creative spirit, that's the only way your beautiful energy can be released into the world, and that rewiring can be achieved in part through positive empowering affirmations by declaring yourself as someone who is strong and capable. Actually, thinking and writing all the ideas for today's video inspired me to do a future one that will be all about ego and how to keep it tamed, so I will make something for you very soon about this. Now, these are just some of the tips that time allows for today. More will be emailed to you this week. If you'd like to see the rest, please subscribe to the newsletter on my website. It's free. I'm the only one seeing your email, so you don't have to worry about anything. Now, if you've been watching my Snapchats, you know about the two very exciting things that happened last week. One was the huge makeup package that I was gifted, and two was the whole BeautyCon experience. So I promised you I will do a giveaway, and if we don't have our word, then what the hell do we have? So I'm here to tell you that a huge giveaway will happen. I'll be giving away hundreds of dollars in makeup products. Over the next week, I'll be showing you on Snapchat what will be part of the giveaway, and you can also help select which products you'd like to have included. So definitely add me there, follow me on Instagram, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you're on mobile, make sure to tap on the little bell next to the subscribe button so you can actually be notified when a video comes out. Today's video shout out goes out to this beauty, Danielle Barbier. My love, if you are watching this, I am so sorry if I didn't get the name right. Please comment with the correct spelling so I'll know better. But shout out to you, beautiful love, and thank you for your support of my channel. I love you all so much for watching. May good luck and fortune follow you everywhere you go today and every day. I'll see you again in a future days in a new video. Bye!